I love
When are the
cities.
guards going to do something about our missing people?
I assure you, we're doing orcs to the south, mercenaries camped outside by the lake, and now people are missing. I'm not sure how much more we can take.
I'll find them myself. Just stay out.
You don't know the half of it. It's the damn Lodos plague. People are scared. Many have already fled Narcissus to avoid getting sick. Of course, that's not what the remaining villagers believe. They think their families were stolen in the middle of the night. I've heard everything from a plot by the house leaders to elf-eating Bane King roaming the countryside. The Kin House is looking into it. Speak to whoever you want. The Kin House is more concerned with the coming plague than searching for people who probably just ran away. But I'm sure a counselor will hear you out. I'm not paid to think about this. That's a luxury for someone of higher rank than me. I'll admit something seems off-kilter. If only the house counselors would see it that way.
The city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narcissus.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our people, you'll seal Narcissus and...
I told you. We're leaving this forsaken place. I'd rather... Wait. You're not my husband. What do you want? Narcissus isn't safe, stranger. Not that House Lalu cares. Do the guards search for our missing people? No, because the house counselors don't tell them to. I'm not going to become a victim. That's why I'm leaving. No one does anything in Narcissus if the Kin House doesn't command it. It's that large building over there. You can't miss it. Be careful, outsider. They might decide you're sick. Plague this, plague that. It's their only concern lately.
I heard there's a crater in the middle of Selphora now, and not much else.
How do you fight something you can't see? It isn't fair. I can't cut the throat of the plague. I can't smash its bones. I can only wait until it fills me with its blackness and takes my life bit by bit. Me? No, not yet. I wait for the plague to find me. That's all we can do, isn't it? The house leaders debate how to keep the plague out of Narcissus, how to protect us. Why do they even bother? They try, but the solution eludes them. We'll slowly fade away, one by one, as the plague takes us all. Gates can't stop it. We can't lock it out. Enjoy your last days, outsider, for the plague takes us all in the end.
Help out a poor soul.
I don't suppose you're here to buy a weapon. No, you probably just want me to fix another wagon wheel or something. Everyone just wants to get out of here. Look around. Narcissus is practically deserted. The plague, the curse, whatever you want to call it, it's driving everyone away. Or maybe that crazy story the villagers chatter on about is true. I guess anything's possible. I think the people are scared. And they should be. The Lodos plague rushes onward, and Narcissus is directly in its path. If there's any truth to the other rumors, then I'm sure the house counselors will deal with it.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great concern for Narcissus, sometimes greater than my own. What can I do for you? You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giron has guards looking into the matter. For all we know, they fled to avoid the Lotus Plague. Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narcissus, and we don't have enough guards to follow up on every lead. I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions, report back to me immediately. You'll be rewarded. Giron believes we must seal Narcissus to protect it from the plague. Narcissus is a center of trade, and such drastic measures aren't called for. Though I admit, visitors have been few due to recent events. I haven't decided. They say I'm not aggressive enough, that my indecision hurts Narcissus. Perhaps Giron is right. I just don't know. You're looking into matters that don't concern you, outsider.
Does nobody care?
Where's my husband? By Vivek's beard, if he's drunk and passed out somewhere, I'll leave without him. That no-good, useless piece of Kwama cattle. Oh, hello. You haven't seen my husband around, have you? Our goods. He mentioned something about a botched delivery that he had to deal with. You know what he's probably dealing with. His thirst for ale. That would be a big help. I'm sure he's sleeping it off in one of the nearby houses. If you find an elf that smells of piss and ale, that's Evis. Tell him to hurry up or he's walking to Mornhold.
Please, I've told you everything I know.
One more lie and I make you stop talking. Permanently. Understand? I swear, I can't seem to finish a job without you showing up to complicate matters. Oh, just give me a moment, would you? I'm right in the middle of something here. You're interrupting my interrogation, that's what. And just as I was about to get to my favorite part. I have no quarrel with you. Not yet. So go away. Listen to me closely. You and I are on the same side here. I've been hired to track down the origins of the Lodos Plague. That doesn't matter. We've linked strange shipments to this courier. He refuses to talk, but I've never met a man I couldn't break. Take this letter to Councillor Ralden. It explains how vials of the plague were shipped into Narcissus. How could he be so stupid? I told him where to deliver the shipment, but he thinks he knows everything. That's why things get messed up. My apologies, just talking to myself, don't mind me. Nothing at all, don't mind me. Just a servant here. What's it to you, anyway? Why are you in my master's house? He's an important person in Narcissus. A writer. Writes all day, writes all night. But don't touch his journal. He can get frightfully angry. How would I know? I sweep, I dust. I don't read. The master would never let me look in his journal. His room upstairs is off limits. I stay down here, cleaning, just as my master tells me.
Well?
Fine goods for sale.
You're back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are just imagining things and everything is fine. What's this? Notes? A journal attacked? Slow down. I've never heard of Vox. And the thought of someone smuggling Loda's plague into Narcissus frightens me greatly. But where are the missing people? This news is very disturbing. I'm at a loss. People disappear into thin air and someone brought a plague into Narcissus? That terrifies me. How could they even accomplish this without our notice? I need to seal the city. No one gets in or out. I won't let any more of our people vanish. Will you perform one more task for us? To facilitate your mission, the guards have been informed that you may come and go as you please. Find Giron Sadri. He's upstairs. He needs to know what you discovered. Do whatever he asks. I need to speak to the guards and prepare to seal Narcissus.
So, half of Narcissus must vanish, and plague must threaten the city before Ralden comes to his senses? And it takes an outsider to make him understand. Perhaps my friend isn't fit to lead anymore. Of course he did. Ralden hasn't been able to make a decision on his own in years. At least he's finally doing the right thing. As for you, I have something you can do. The Maulborn are obviously involved. Any fool can see that. With the city sealed, all of the guards will be busy. However, you don't have those responsibilities. I suggest you slice a path through their camps by the lake. Look for anything that will tell us the location of the Lodos plague. Return when you find something.
think you'll make with that?
You don't give up, do you? Before you ask, yes, I've been following you. No, I have nothing to do with the missing people or the plague, and no, I'm not here to fight you. It's out of the way. Feel better? Now let's talk about why Giron wants you dead. Of course he did. Sending an overconfident outsider into camps full of Mornhold certainly sounds like a day at the fair. And if they killed you, you'd never find out that he brought the plague to Narcissus, would you? I've been watching Narcissus for weeks. We even have an agent inside the kin house. Anything that enters or leaves Narcissus is tracked, and those broken crates had Giron's name written all over them. The question, this doesn't look good. There must be a reason why Giron wanted Narcissus sealed and why he wanted you dead. Get back there and find out. The organization I belong to does two things. Finds targets and eliminates targets. My target happens to be connected to the Lodo's plague. Our goals overlap. Let's leave it at that. Sorry, we don't know each other well enough to get that personal just yet. Trust me, though. We both want to stop the Mornhold.
That should come in handy.
You're back. We need to talk. Ralden isn't here. He and Giron left some time ago, and Giron's connection to the Maulborn makes me a little concerned. Let's just say I'm well informed. I've suspected the connection for a while, and his abduction of the Councillor confirms it. My associate and I tend to avoid situations not covered by our contracts. Still, we might be able to assist one another. I don't know. I only know what the reports tell me. Giron probably took Ralden somewhere secluded, far from prying eyes. Narcissus is sealed. Villagers are missing. Crates of Lodos plague arrive in the night. Now you discover the plague intensifies when it festers inside a corpse. Makes you wonder about Giron's plan, doesn't it? Reports tell me that a group of villagers have decided to take matters into their own hands. I don't condone their actions, but they might have information. Find the Argonian called Slips Through Fingers. She can lead you to them. I have a feeling she's going to want your help. Tales of your exploits already spread through Narcissus. Find the Argonian, and I'd wager that before you say a word, she asks you to meet with her companions.
Down and act like you're helping me. I can't go into details, not here, but I know you've been trying to find the missing people for House Lalu. Don't ask questions, just listen. We know where our people are being held, including Councillor Ralden. Follow the clues in the pack. I'll see you at the meeting place. Not here. Just look in the pack.
My wife has disappeared, but the guards refuse to act.
How terrible. I heard Slips Through Fingers lost her egg sister.
We never should have left Eastmarch.
House Hlalu wants us to believe that our friends and family left Narcissus without saying a word, but we have proof that they were abducted. And what does Hlalu do? Nothing.
You found us. I apologize for my earlier abruptness. We heard you confirm that our people were taken.
Save them ourselves. We'll bring the abducted villagers.
We're tired of waiting for House Hlalu to act. We know where our people are being held, but because of the lockdown, we can't go get them. I watched the Malborn abduct my egg sister. I saw where they took her. I saw Counselor Ralden and Advisor Giron go to the same place. You have to help us. I doubt the guards will try to restrain you. You can come and go as you please. Speak to Madras. Let him tell you our plan. You must help us. I need my egg sister back.
You must be the one Slips told us about. She said an outsider was hired to find our people. That's a strange thing for an outsider to do, even for Hlalu Gold. What are you really up to? So that's it. Hlalu's leader disappears and they finally decide to take action. I don't give a damn about Counselor Ralden. I just want our people back. Act. We'll get weapons, ignore the lockdown, and rescue our people. If anyone tries to stop us, we'll cut them down. Are you going to help us or not? I don't want to fight them. They have their orders. In time, every second that passes is another second our people remain in danger. Sometimes you have to resort to drastic measures to save the ones we care about. I know this isn't an easy decision, especially for someone who has no stake in this. But I have to know if you're going to help us. We could use someone with your skills. We're going to rescue our families, or die trying. I don't trust you, outsider. We'll deal with this.
I heard you were there when Molar Grunder was defeated. Well done. How did you get in there? Madras doesn't let just anyone attend his secret meetings. Wait, you're the outsider working for Counselor Ralden. Please tell me you haven't bought into Madras's foolishness. I've been passing information to him. My mother vanished, but I have my orders. So, I've been hoping Madras and his people would find something I could take to the house leaders. What? Madras is going to get those people killed. They're farmers and peasants, not soldiers. I can't let them do this. You need to find the missing villagers and get them to safety before Madras leads this group to its doom. I'll find out where Madras thinks they are. But first, you have to help me slow Madras down. Cause a distraction, something that will slow them down and give you enough time to find our missing people. Everyone's on edge because of the Lodo's plague. We can use that. You know what people think causes the plague? Rats. See the rats running around the village? Harmless, but people are afraid of them. Take this bag, grab as many rats. You help me disrupt this meeting and save these people's lives, and I'll find out what Madras knows. Catch those rats and bring them back here. There's no time to waste. The little swits are quick. If you get too close, they'll run away from you. To grab them, stand as far back as you can. That way you'll catch them by surprise.
terrible. I heard Slips Through Fingers lost her egg
He
sister.
never should have left these much.
What's that noise? Rats! They have the plague! Run! Open the windows! Out of my way! Don't let them bite you!
It looks like the rats are moving in. I appreciate your help in this. Now no one will get hurt. Those people just want to see their friends and families again. But I don't want them to get hurt. Calling the guards will just make the situation worse. I got the information from my contact in the group. Report back to the kin house. I'll meet you there. I'm going to retrieve a key that you'll need. And keep this quiet, all right?
Any sign of Giron or Ralden? That's good news. I also heard from my associate Nariu Virian. We may have finally gotten a few breaks in this sordid situation. Nariu told me you found a note at the Mornhold camp. That might be a link to the creator of the Lodos Plague. This drastically changes our stance on the situation here. I care only about a name and a location. Such information brings me closer to fulfilling my current contract. Because of this, I've decided to offer some assistance. I'll gather the House Hlalu guards and follow you. Whatever you find, the guard will be there to back you up. Now go. Find your ally and save the Counselor. I'll catch up with you soon. I'll gather the guards and follow in your path. Now go. Find your ally and let's finish this. I've been here for weeks, playing the political games common to all Dark Elf kin houses. I've decided I hate such games. But you'd be surprised what you can learn if you just stand back and listen. Well, they're certainly not the altruistic organization they pretend to be. It's definitely a militaristic cult, but who controls them is still unclear. I'm sure they're connected to this Vox mentioned in the notes you discovered. No idea. We're still working on that. Giron isn't our target. We're after the one who created the Lodos Plague. I decided to reach out to you and provide a modicum of aid. Your actions may lead me to the one I seek. Right now, I'm your very best friend. Work with me, and we'll make sure Narcissus isn't destroyed by the Maulborn.
I've got the key and the location you seek, as promised. Our plan might have worked a little too well. You can still hear screams coming out of Madras' house. Ruins beneath Narcissus. You can find the entrance to the west. Old door. Looks out of place against the rocks. Door's locked.
Yeah, I heard they did that 3 days ago. I was listening to this news report of a legal immigrant in New York that defended his life against this guy that was trying to kill him.
Don't thank me.
And
you're the one rushing
the guy that was trying to kill him has a...
I should be thanking you.
He's a criminal. He's a
criminal.
And
if what Madras said is
there's
true,
a long list of
going to run into a lot of opposition.
violent behavior and all kinds of nasty stuff. He's just a all-around bad guy. So he went to this bodega to kill this immigrant. and the immigrant defended himself and wound up killing the guy. So they put I think it was $5 million bail on the guy, which is crazy. It was pretty clear-cut. I watched the video. It's pretty clear-cut self-defense. I mean, the guy was trying to kill him, so
this is a great
he
area
killed the other
for
guy.
harvesting.
They're saying, no, it's murder. You're not allowed to go into someone's place of business and try to kill them. And they're saying, oh, well, he has a duty to flee. No, he does not have a duty to flee. This guy's trying to kill him at his place of business. It's just... New York's a ridiculous place. Well, that's what their policies are doing, is destroying the city. It's destroying the lives of people that want to work there. The guy that tried to kill him doesn't have a job. He's not paying taxes. He's not providing anything in the community. He's
Come and take us.
just abusing everyone in the community. And they keep letting him out of jail. Like, some kind of punishment for his behavior, but apparently not. He just wants to go around and do whatever he wants, spend a little time in jail, get out, do it again. They have this policy that seems to be they're more interested in optics rather than defending the lives and livelihood of the people that live in the city. They don't want to be seen to be, racist and lock up, certain kinds of people because it looks bad in the news. And then this happens. So kind of had it coming. Yeah, exactly. Like they're stupid. It's also just so dumb. And kudos for anyone that's trying to get the hell out of there. And now they're trying to get people back. Like, oh, come back to the city. It's fine. No, everything's fine. Pay more money in taxes. Come back. It seems to be the only thing they're really concerned about.
Interference grows tiresome, outsider.
Spread out!
After I destroy you, nothing will...
Every villain is the hero of their own story. Funny that.
Well, not the world, just any place where Democrats have complete control. They really just ruined every city they've gotten control of. Detroit was bad in the 90s. It's gotten so much worse. I was in New York. I visited in the early 90s and in the mid 90s. And then again in 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. And the city had changed. It was cleaned up. The whole place didn't smell like pee. People were walking around, didn't feel like I was going to get stabbed by someone walking down the street after Giuliani had cleaned up the city. It just felt nicer,
Giron betrayed me. He killed our people and put Lotus Plague into their bodies.
Yeah.
Said it made it more potent. He needed a large supply of potential corpses. That's why he wanted Narcissus.
The only word for it's authoritarian. I mean, that's what they're doing. That's what they've done to California. That's what they've done in New York.
Listen.
That's what they're doing up there in Canada.
Drink the water. The lake must be cleansed. And I need to tell you about Vox.
See, this is dumb. I already know who Vox is. I killed her.
Is only the beginning.
She's dead.
They're making Lotus Plague.
They're all talking to me like I don't know who this
They're going
person
to
is.
spread
And
it
I'm like, yeah, I don't know who that is.
to more.
No, he's dead.
sorrow and gloom.
There you are. Good to see you made it.
Oh. He's not just some politician.
Still alive, I see. I suppose that justifies Nariu's confidence in you. Did you find them? How's Ralden? Are they inside?
They're dead.
I see. Ralden was a good man who cared for his people. He should be remembered that way. The guards are dealing with a Maulborn in the ruins. What happened in there? So that's why he wanted Narcissus locked down. He wanted a ready supply of plague carriers. House Hlalu will make sure no one drinks from the lake until it's cleansed.
Gilron being the bad guy from the start of this quest.
Narcissus is safe, at least for now. We'll get these people to the healers. You should get some rest. I fear things are about to get more complicated. The Maulborn are more dangerous than we thought. I'm sure your help will be needed again. We'll make sure these people receive care. When you have a moment, return to Narcissus.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut
to
this
Nario.
stream off
She has a
after
lead
I'm
on the
done
name
talking
you
to this
uncovered.
guy.
I'll join you as soon as I can. Yes. I had Nariu investigate the evidence you retrieved from the Maulborn camp. She discovered something she wants to share. Find her back in town.
So I'll do a nice little bow, and I'll say goodnight.